Good morning, good morning, good morning, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies. This is Refined Rose back with another video. Those of us that are thinking about escaping our abuser, make sure we do it safely, because when they get wind of word or feel like that we're trying to escape, that becomes one of the most dangerous situations for us, because they're going to lose total control. So you got to try to act normal as possible and try to plan your escape so you can get away safely. I don't know if you've seen the other videos of me uploading things. This lady served her husband with divorce papers and he shot her to death in front of their 4 daughters. So it's best to stay in that relationship and pretend that everything is okay. Because you want to fool their spirit, you want to fool them, you want to fool their family members, and you want to fool their friends, because you're trying to get out of that relationship alive. You're trying to get your pets out alive, and you're trying to get your kids out alive. And some people may ask us, like, hey, how did you end up in that abusive relationship? Did you know that person was abusive before you had kids with them? Or why did you stay so long? Well, what people don't understand is, when we get with abusive people, they're showing up with their false self or their false representation of themselves. They're being good, they're being nice, they're saying all the right things, they're doing all the right things. We're happy, we feel like we're in love with that person, but that person is being phony or false, or their false self, just to get us and trap us into that relationship. So once we're trapped in that relationship, sometimes it's hard to leave. You may ask, why? Why is it so hard to leave and somebody's beating your ass or beating the children or beating the dog? Well, because you're hoping that this person will change, will go get help. You fell in love with this person, the person that you thought that he or she was, but they're really not. They've been abusive. Their family members know they're abusive. Their friends know they're abusive. And they're getting support for family, because family don't tell them they need to change. Family just turn a blind eye to it. So we feel like we're trapped. And sometimes they move us away from our family and our friends, and we don't have a support system. Sometimes we don't know how to get out of it. So some of us, we go ahead and file for their divorce, like this young lady did. I can't remember her name or what state she was in, but she filed for their divorce and took the divorce papers to her husband herself, because she had enough and she lost her life. So sometimes it's best if we just leave first and then file for a divorce and have a constable serve their person, or have a trusted friend. I wouldn't even say have a trusted friend or family member, because they can hurt that person because they feel like that they're on our side because we're serving them with divorce paperwork. So we have to be really careful with these abusive people. Just like the young lady I talked about yesterday that lost her life on I-95. I think her name was Naomi and her boyfriend was Laurent. You have to see that video. Woman lost her life on I-95 naked. He beat her in the vehicle. She had domestic violence problems with him in the past. She even applied for it's either a restraining order or a protective order, but she decided to stay with him. She decided to give him more chances. And in giving him more chances, she ended up losing her life, and all probably in the name of love, hoping that he will change. Y'all, if they are physical abusers, 99.9999, and the nines go on and on and on, they're not going to change. If they slap once, they're going to slap you again. If they punch you once, they're going to punch you again. If they push you down, they're going to push you again. Once they put their hands on you, there's no changing. So if we're going to leave, like I say, we need to plan our leave and just act like everything is normal. Don't change yourself. You don't want them to get a wind or a clue that you may be trying to leave, because you want to survive another day. You want your kids to survive another day, and you want your pets to survive another day. And to those of us, or to those that are out there who may be feeling bad because they're in an abusive relationship, and people are asking them, like, how did you get yourself into this relationship? Well, like I said, they don't understand. We didn't get with a person knowing that they were abusers. Something would have to be wrong with us to get with a person knowing that they are abusive. Like I say, they show up with love, they show up with kindness, they show up like helping us, they show up like trying to fulfill our every need and want. And once they get us on that hook like a fish, it's like we're the catch. Now they got us on that hook like a fish. Like you get that fish out of water and you pull that fish up on your pole, well, now you got that fish and that fish can't get away. So it's sort of like us. They think they got us and they think we can't get away because we're so in love with them. Even though we're in love with them, we probably still need to leave to save our life. But this is all I have for this morning. My love and lights, I just wanted to get on here and say good morning, good morning, good morning. And I was thinking about you all, and I wanted to do a short video. We're never stuck. The abuser think we're stuck. They think we're trapped. We're never trapped. There's always a way out. Just pray about it to the Most High. Whoever you pray to, a door will be open, and it's up to you to walk out of that door if you're ready, and close the door behind you, and don't take them back. They don't change. They can come begging, crying, crocodile tears, hugging you at the waist, saying, baby, baby, I won't do it no more. I went to counseling. If they're physically abusive, 99.999 and the nines go on and on and on. They will do it again, and it's going to be much worse this time when you go back, because they feel like they have lost control, and we embarrass them by leaving them and coming back. So we're going to face the ultimate punishment, and the ultimate punishment could be death if we go back. So ladies and gentlemen, please be careful. This is Refined Rose. Have a beautiful day. Have a great day. Stay great all day, every day. Bye for now.